Pursuant to Chapter 2 of the Acts of 2023 as amended on March 28, 2025, this meeting will be conducted in person and as a courtesy via remote means in accordance with applicable law. Please note that while an option for remote attendance and/or participation is being provided, the meeting hearing will not be suspended or terminated if there are tech problems unless required by law. Viewers can visit the localscene.media/Duxbury, formerly pac-tv, to watch a video replay of this meeting on Duxbury YouTube. Okay, so we have done a lot of work this fall, and we are now at the point where we need to start working on our recommendations. And again, this year we have two budgets, A and B. So my suggestion is that we go through A, the balanced budget, because that is Rainey's obligation to present to the select board first. B, we have a little more latitude with, I believe. And we can go through, I recommend that, since I believe there will probably be some discussion on A, as far as different line items of different departments of need and where that need should be funded. We'll go through and read the various lines, and if we want to hold, then we will mark it and then revisit the ones that need to have further discussion. If indeed, as many of the line items are, town meeting, moderator, etc., we can just go through and then vote them as a group when we get through it. But let's go through the whole thing once and just do hold. I am the one that is so guilty of this conversation at that moment in time about why I would want to hold something or not hold it. I ask that if we do hold, that we just merely mark it as held and then go back and revisit those lines in sequence. And that.
You want to do it in sections like general government, public safety?
Whatever you would
That's
like.
the way we do it in town.
Yeah,
talked about it.
So we can just stop at general and then answer any questions in that section.
Sure, I don't care. I mean,
And again, my question is if I'm prepared to put a hold on departments that I feel
Hey, kiddo.
Oh, yeah.
oh, good, you're just in time. I will hold my little dialogue. Take your jacket off, take some coffee. So I'm just talking about the order of business day. And there's some items on that I want to put a hold on from your recommended budget.
We're talking A only.
A only, because I feel that the 5B should be included in 5A.
Okay.
Okay,
Did you want one of these, Rainey?
Go.
Okay.
so at the end of the day, it's something that I would like you to consider based on the information that I have and based on some risk elements that I'd like you to reconsider.
Sure.
And again, I'm not asking to, I don't know where that would come from. And again, as Marcia pointed out, or Betsy pointed out, we still don't have the new fee schedule, that there might be some additional revenue to maybe add back some of the services that were
Real possibility.
okay.
Okay, so
let's for you, Rainey.
Let her rip.
Okay.
All right, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna just do it under the general headings of general government. Will start, and we're not gonna discuss them. We're just gonna mark some as held and then revisit and go through the same way we do at town meeting.
Yep.
All right, so
Did Al have a comment or two before?
Yeah.
Al, you had a question, Don?
No, that's okay. I think the way we're proceeding, the only comment I wanted to make is I think what we're doing right now, it makes a lot of sense, but I would hope that we would just hold off on anything to do with the school committee until after tomorrow night's meeting with them.
We planned on that. We're,
Good.
I don't like to, trip over my feet twice a year, 2 years running, so. I think we'll probably wait till they vote before we make any vote.
Great, thank you.
Yes, of course.
Looking at the page 7 of the budget printout, A and B,
Yep,
there's some total. And under the section of the blue 5B budget, it talks about 5 restored RIF positions and 8 new positions. Well, I count 9 new positions. And I didn't know if one was removed, it still is left on the budget. If I count the 9, it just quickly, there's 1 in planning, 2 in facilities.
I thought the one in planning was gone.
Well, it's still there on the printed.
it's still here. on
There's
this-
there's no money there.
Yes, there is 161,715.
Yeah, but that's the same. That's the same figure was in it, isn't it? I haven't found, what page?
It's on 7.
26, line number.
No, what's,
You're right. I see that the number from A and B is the same, but the note is still there. Maybe it just got.
The notes there, the notes there. but-
there's a column that is what they asked
Okay.
for. We're only gonna go with what Rainey recommended.
Yes,
Sorry?
see, there's
No,
no.
no,
I do see it now, right?
Okay,
Okay. So that's the one that's out. Thank you.
Okay.
My numbers now add up.
good.
Well, we're gonna focus on A.
Yep, I understand that.
Okay,
I
great.
just wanted to clarify why that's at 8. I thought it was there.
All right, so, let's see if we can read this without having to make ourselves crazy. So why don't we just have a motion for, town meeting expenses
moving?
and the number? No, I'm gonna
Okay.
do that. You usually do that, but you don't have to.
That's fine,
You don't have to.
let's do it as efficiently as we know how to do.
Yep, and then we'll get a second, JR, you can second everything if you want to.
Okay,
And then we'll just hold, not hold, do we vote the ones that, as a group or individually? I mean, it's gonna take forever if we do it individually. Can we do it as a group?
Yeah, we could do the general government, but you got a hole. Then you won't be able.
I'm sorry, say again?
Well, you do it as a group. If we don't hold anything in general government, we can vote general government, but if you've got 2 holds in there, then you can't vote the total.
We always go line by line.
Okay, all right, then we will.
Always go line by
I
line.
was just throwing it out there. We
Take
don't
that
have to
long.
catch it. All right, let's
It's only
start.
9 pages.
Kathleen's gonna read it, JR's gonna second it, and then we're gonna just
Voted.
vote it and see if we're gonna hold it. All
so
right.
question with Al out, do we have to roll call every vote?
Oh,
That's why I'm going to general. Do it in sections. Yeah,
Yes, you do.
yes, yes, we do.
so you go all the way down to line 29, then we'll try to vote. I actually,
Okay, great.
Well,
Do you have one of these spreadsheets? Or do you need one?
I need. I said.
Poor girl doesn't know what she's got.
what we're doing is voting budget 5.
She's gonna say one,
Voting A, okay.
113 town meeting, that's $2,500. Then it's so moved.
Second, and then we
Second,
vote.
and then you vote.
Okay, great, perfect. I just,
Yep.
making sure there wasn't a better way to get it, get through it. All right, let's start. Well,
All right, general government, move to approve, Department 113 town meeting line 1 expenses in the amount of $2,500.
Second,
all those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Al?
Al?
Aye,
Okay, let's just do this as quickly as we can because Al's remote, we have to do roll call, so we're gonna do Chuck, JR, Friend, Ashley, Mark, Betsy, Kathleen.
But can't you just do the whole front page first and just,
Well, if we have a couple of holds, we can't do the whole front page.
okay.
I
Does anyone
know.
have any holds on the front page?
I do.
Oh, okay, okay. Chuck, I,
Okay,
JRI,
Brenda, I.
Ashley, I.
Mark, I,
Betsy, I,
Kathleen, I.
okay,
Al,
Yeah, I'll vote.
Al? Okay.
Aye.
Go first, so be at the ready. All right, go ahead.
Department 114 moderator, line 2. Move to approve, salaries in the amount of $40.
second,
All those in favor, Al?
Al,
you
Al,
aye,
did it.
I,
JR.
Aye.
Yeah.
Mark, aye.
Betsy, I,
Kathleen, I.
okay. We're off like a herd of turtles here. Go ahead.
Move to approve what Department 112 Selectman / Manager, line 3, salaries in the amount of 282,173.
Second.
Oh. Hold,
No, Al.
Aye.
Chuck, aye.
JR.
Brenda, I.
Ashley, I.
Mark, aye.
Betsy, I,
Kathleen, I. Move to approve.
Excuse me, was that the hold or approve? So I heard you say hold.
no, I was asking if there was a hold.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Move to approve line 4, expenses in the amount of 14,410.
Second.
All those in favor? Al,
Aye.
Chuck, aye.
JR.
Brenda,
Ashley, I.
Mark, aye.
Betsy, I,
Kathleen, I.
okay.
Move to approve Department 691 Historical Commission line 5, expenses, the amount of $1,000.
Second.
All those in favor? Al,
Aye.
Chuck, aye.
JR.
Brenda,
Ashley, I.
Mark, aye.
Betsy, I,
Kathleen, I.
okay.
Move to approve Department 131 Finance Committee, line 6, salaries of the amount of 3,500.
Second.
All those in favor? Al,
Aye.
Chuck, aye.
JR.
Brenda,
Ashley, I.
Mark, aye.
Betsy, I,
Kathleen, I. Move to approve line 7, expenses, the amount of $230.
Second.
all those in favor?
Aye.
Al,
Aye.
Chuck, aye.
JR.
Brenda,
Ashley, I.
Mark, aye.
okay, Betsy, I,
Kathleen, I.
okay.
Move to approve Department 135 accounting, line 8, salaries, the amount of 350,234.
Second.
I'm
Hold,
actually, I'm saying hold.
Okay.
Okay, keep going.
Move to approve, line 9, expenses in the amount of 21,115.
Second.
Al,
Aye.
Chuck, aye.
JR.
Brenda,
Ashley, I.
Mark, aye.
Betsy, I,
Kathleen, I. Move,
audit,
move to approve Department 136 audit, line 10, expenses in the amount of $60,000.
Second.
Al,
Aye.
Chuck, aye.
JR,
Aye. Sorry.
Brenda, I.
Reading there.
Ashley, I.
Mark, aye.
Betsy, I,
Kathleen, I.
okay.
Move to approve Department 141 assessors, line 11, 245,455.
Second.
Okay. All those in favor? Al,
Aye.
Chuck, aye.
JR.
Brenda,
Ashley, I.
Mark, aye.
Betsy, I,
Kathleen, I. Move to approve line 12, expenses, the amount of 47,298.
JR. Second.
Al,
Aye.
Chuck, aye.
JR.
Brenda,
Ashley, I.
Mark, aye.
Betsy, I,
Kathleen, I. Move to approve Department 145 Treasurer Collector, line 13, salaries in the amount of 331,408.
Second.
all those in favor? Al,
Aye.
Chuck, aye.
JR.
Brenda,
Ashley, I.
Mark, aye.
Betsy, I,
Kathleen, I. Move to approve line 14, expenses in the amount of 144,070.
Second.
Al,
Aye.
Chuck, aye.
JR.
Brenda,
Ashley, I.
Mark, aye.
Betsy, I,
Kathleen, I. Move to approve Department 151 Legal Services, line 15, expenses in the amount of 215,400.
Second.
Al,
Aye.
Chuck, aye.
JR,
JR.
Brenda,
Ashley, I.
Mark, aye.
Betsy, I,
Kathleen, I. Department 152 Human Resources, line 16, salaries, 214,719. I've got a hold on that.
okay.
You put a hold on it?
Yep.
Okay.
Move to approve line 17, expenses in the amount of 49,362.
Second.
Al,
Aye.
all, okay.
Chuck, aye. JR.
JR.
Brenda,
Ashley, I.
Mark, I.
Betsy, I.
Kathleen, I. Move to approve Depart 155 Information Systems. Line 18 salaries in the amount of 300,113.
Second.
Al,
Aye.
Chuck, I.
Yeah, right.
Brenda,
Ashley, I.
Mark, I.
Betsy, I.
Kathleen, I. Move to approve line 19 expenses in the amount of 648,343, and I've got a hold.
Oh, okay.
That's a whole.
Move to approve Department, Public Television Access Services, number 156, expenses, line 20, in the amount of 285,000.
Second.
Okay. All those in favor, Al?
Aye.
Chuck, I.
Yeah, right.
Brenda,
Ashley, I.
Mark, I.
Betsy, I.
Kathleen, I. Move to approve Department 158 tax title, line 21, expenses in the amount of $10,000.
Second.
Is there a second? Was there a second?
Seconded.
Yes, I did.
Okay, sorry. Yes, aye.
Chuck, I.
But he doesn't choose to vote, it seems.
Brenda,
I'm studying.
Ashley, I.
That's two jobs. Mark, I.
It's too tough. It's a lot. It's a lot. I understand. I'm putting a lot of burden on you. All right, so did you vote?
Yeah.
you all did, Betsy, you did.
Betsy, you're to my left.
Aye.
Aye. Kathleen, aye. Okay. Move to approve Department 161 Town Clerk, line 22, salaries in the amount of 232,351.
Hold.
Okay.
Move to approve line 23, expenses in the amount of 51,290.
Second.
Al?
Aye.
Chuck, I.
Yeah, right.
Brenda,
Ashley, I.
Mark, I.
Kathleen, aye. Move to approve Department 171 Conservation Commission, line 24, salaries in the amount of 148,864.
Second.
Al?
Aye.
Chuck, I.
Yeah, right.
Brenda,
Ashley, I.
Mark, I.
Betsy, I.
Kathleen, aye. Move to approve 25 expenses in the amount of 15,840.
Second.
Al,
Aye.
Chuck, I.
Yeah, right.
Brenda,
Ashley, I.
Mark, I.
Betsy, I.
Kathleen, aye. Move to approve Department 175 Planning Board, line 26, in the amount of 161,715.
Hold.
Move to approve line 27 expenses in the amount of 9,980.
Second.
Okay, Al?
Aye.
Chuck, I.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Brenda,
Ashley, I.
Mark, I.
Betsy, I.
Kathleen, I. Move to approve Department 197 Facilities Management, line 28, salaries in the amount of 300,532.
Second.
Okay, all those in favor, Al?
Aye.
Chuck, I.
Yeah, right.
Brenda,
Ashley, I.
Mark, I.
Betsy, I.
Kathleen, I. Move to approve expense line 29 expenses in the amount of 602,545.
Second.
Okay, Al?
Aye.
Chuck, I.
Yeah, right.
Brenda,
Ashley, I.
Mark, I.
Yeah, right.
Betsy, I.
Kathleen, I. And that is, general government.
All right, so now let's revisit the holds. And we will start with
Ellie,
accounting.
Ellie,
Salaries. I just have some really, I know that I would really, it concerns me deeply that we have $100 billion company that has an accounting department that has not enough staff. I think that we are leaving ourselves wide open for not filing on time, mistakes, not because of people aren't working as hard as they can and are doing their best efforts, but just there's too much work. And I'm not quite sure, you know, I don't think anybody's gonna disagree. I don't know if there's an answer for that one. But I just wanted to bring it once again to Rainey's attention when, you know, you kind of do your fine tuning on this. Does anybody else agree with me or?
Yeah,
am
I do.
just-
We all agree.
I-
Yeah.
I agree.
It's just the department I really hate to have short staffed.
I don't know where you take it from though.
No, and I can't say that I'm brilliant enough to know either.
Hey, Ray, can I ask a question? So the DPW department, I know there's 4 vacancies in the budget already. And I think there was a request for 4 additional hires. Does it make sense to have 8 open spots in the budget already versus,
The 4
Fully-
spots are filling those currently vacant positions. It's a total of 4, not 8.
no. So in last year's budget, I believe there was 4 funded positions that are still vacant, right?
Yep, they weren't funded this year.
They weren't funded in fiscal 26. So the request for fiscal 27 is the 4 plus 4, or is it
Nope, it's to fund the 4 that we have.
just the 4? Okay, I was under the impression it was 8. So one of my points was gonna be, are you increasing if we
Yeah,
already
it could be.
have 4 unfunded positions or 4 funded positions that are vacant?
Right.
Plus another 4.
Yeah, I mean, that would have
Equal
been,
one.
that would have been a nice fix, but no. Al, yep,
Yes, if I could, I just want to ask you a direct question, Betsy, as to why you brought up this concern tonight. Can you kind of, and give us a little bit more information about what prompted you to make that point about the accounting department?
I felt this way since they presented. This isn't a new concern, but there is no red flag. There is nothing that has happened that has made it. I mean, I think that they're, other than the people that are working there, are working every weekend, keeping us current with the obligations that we have financially. And it's not sustainable. And when it stops being sustained, we are going to perhaps have some very costly errors. And it troubles me greatly.
I have a follow-up to that. Are we talking about, because, and I apologize, I have not focused on this enough. Are we talking about adding another position in the 5B budget?
No, reinstating it's a position that was there that was cut,
Right?
but it is
Right.
being.
Is that part of 5A or part of 5B?
It's in 5B now, and
Okay.
I'm just point that I think that if there was any latitude, it would rise to the level of 5A if there was the ability to do so.
Okay, so let me make this point because I wanted to explore this and thank you for sharing that with me and everybody else. Because from my point of view, you know, as a professional accountant, CPA, I think we're thinly staffed there. I think that with Mary and her crew, they do a remarkable amount of work. And what I'm concerned about is the point that you just raised, because if we have to expect them to work overtime, then there is something that we really need as a finance committee to talk to the town about, because that's not right. That's not where we should be. That's not a balanced approach. And the only reason, and I apologize for maybe you know, asking this question, but I think it's important to focus on that because this and other critical functions are not known to the public. And I keep coming back to this because we do work in the sort of the back office, the back room, and this is not understood by the public. And you raise an important point. We are $100 million operation. We're not a business. We're a town. We're a municipality. And in Thursday morning, I will join with friend and Vinnie Walsh to review the audit report for 25. And my concern here is that we have thus far, through our history, kept stability, grounding, and one of those boring things about being an accountant is if it's working, nobody pays attention to it. If it blows up, it's a scandal. And I can't stress enough that we need to take proper care of what supports our infrastructure, the manager, his staff, the accounting people, et cetera. So sorry to be so long-winded, but I needed to say this.
But I also want to reiterate, there is no smoking gun here. This isn't, my
No,
remarks
I
are not.
understand that.
Well,
No, of course, there's,
I wanted the public to understand that this is not the result of anything that has come to light that was not taken care of. But I do know that these folks are working on weekends. It is not sustainable. It is a concern that something at some point in time will become an issue because people just can't keep that level of working extra hours up.
Because they're not staffed properly.
Because they're not staffed. But yes, JR.
So it's, we all know if we're gonna put 70 grand into A, we gotta take 70 grand out of A someplace, right?
Right.
So I agree this position is important. I'm not gonna evaluate the total importance in the whole ladder, but it's important.
Mhm.
But in a quick just a quick run through on this thing. You look and unfortunately salaries is the only place you can get this $70,000 from. Because all of the expenses are there for it.
Mhm.
So, and I'm not, again, this is a very quick shot, not necessarily going after one department or another. But would you be willing to sacrifice the increase in budget in salaries of the Percy Walker Pool of $34,800 and the increase in salaries of beach operation for $37,120 to give you the 70 grand?
So I'm glad that you asked that because I didn't want to be put in the position to recommend anything of that nature because it's up to Rainey.
And I'm asking the question, I'm not
But-
recommending necessarily.
Exactly right. I think that one of the devils in the detail when we look at new positions or reinstating positions, some of these positions, because they're not there, are costing us money, right? So Percy Walker is a great example. Steve Studley said, this person will enable us to maintain aqueducts, which brings in, I think it was $150,000. So by including that position, we're going to be net positive. And I think that the same thing is with the beach. The better run that is, the more efficient it is, the more tickets we sell
Okay,
and the money that comes in.
so then let me ask you this. What if we charge the school department $70,000 for the fourth grade, I think it's fourth grade swimming lessons?
Well, then they'll just ask us for another 70,000, so it comes out of one
I'm
pocket.
just saying, when
Yeah.
you work in the budget, I'm looking for 70 grand, that's
Right,
a place that I might take it.
right. And I think,
But-
Rainey's sitting here and he's listening and my point of holding on this is to express the concern that if there is any latitude, Rainey now understands that the concern is there. I hesitate to play one department against another and say, take it from.
And
so-and-so. And I know
didn't
that you
wanna
were
do
just
that.
using
I'm
those
just
as an example.
looking
I
for an
get that.
example.
But, anyway,
so in this, we have 5 holds under this first general government, and 4 of them are around salaries.
right.
So
I think
this
the only,
70,000 is just gonna be a piece of what probably people are going to ask for.
Right.
In this, so I think it's we might wanna wait till we get through the whole first section here before we decide
And it's,
where we might suggest it come from.
Or accept the fact that we can't.
or accept the fact that we can't.
I think, man,
Yes, please.
Thank you. This is why I think it has to be in the B budget. We have to steal from some of the position in the town in order to make it work to the detriment of some of the department that is worthy as anybody else of being supported. And we don't know that if there's any kind of adjustments coming on the revenue side, we could wait to see if when they do the final revenues, maybe there's some money there that's, we can only hope that may show up. But there are other positions we want restored that are sitting in B.
Right.
We're prioritizing now. We obviously decide this is the most important one until we get to the next one.
No, this
We'll
was
say
just
that
the
one's
first
important too.
This was just the first one.
And so it's not gonna be 70 grand.
No.
It's gonna be a couple of hundred grand.
And I know.
That's why it's in B.
But also these,
As much as I think they deserve the position, I believe in all the restored positions.
I do too.
But to get there, I think it has to go through B.
I'm fully in agreement with you that what the accounting group did, they asked for the 350,000. They didn't ask, they understood that. That was one of the liaisons in that committee. And they understood that, it has to go into the B budget.
We just have to work hard this year getting it approved.
Absolutely, I agree.
Yeah. That,
We have to impress the
And I
community.
just want to make a point too, that some of these things are not benign. They're, and in the future, if suddenly there's a concern about something, well, we did discuss it, they are short-staffed.
Well, I mentioned this at our last meeting. There are soft costs that are not reflected in these budget numbers. And one of those soft costs is burnout. Right? And
No.
people- right? And one of the consequences or risk of that, and that's what I'm going to talk about when we talk benefits, is that mistakes happen. So either you do less with what you got so that you're protecting
Mhm.
your risk factor,
Mhm.
right? So your risk does not increase, then you have to stop doing something else. Right?
so I recommend that we remove, or what do we have to do, line lead salaries. For the $350,234. In other words,
I've
We can't do anything.
made my point, is what
Yeah.
you're saying?
yeah,
Okay.
I don't know how to move it, but we should
Yeah.
move ahead.
Move to
I don't know.
approve.
Wait
Wait a minute,
If Rainey
Rainey, do you have
like, when
anything
we
to
think-
say on this?
For the
You have to.
process of, as we think about the fee increases that the town is looking for. Is there any perspective of what revenue that will bring? So as we go through this process, that can be a factor in the recommendations here.
It may, and I'll have a recommendation if that's the case.
Okay. Move to approve, Department 13, no, I'm sorry, guys. Yep, I found the right one. Move to approve Department 135 accounting, line 8, salaries in the amount of $353,234.
Second.
Al?
Aye.
Chuck, I.
Yeah,
Brenda,
Ashley, I.
Mark, I.
Grudgingly, aye.
Kathleen, I. Okay,
And then the next is human resources. I did not do the hold on this one.
I did the hold on this one. This is to restore a position that was due to a positive attrition of a retiree, right?
Yep.
And this individual does a lot of the reporting and compliance work for that department. And I wanted to bring out, first of all, that salary has traditionally been paid through the health insurance fund. Right, so, but because they pulled it out of their budget this year in order to, I think, contribute to the overall, getting to the budget to a balanced budget. I'm recommending that they go back to reallocation of the health insurance fund to re-include that 36,514 to reinstate that 0.50 person. And the reason I'm asking for it is, again, one of liability, and again, one of those soft costs that are not seen on a spreadsheet. The liability for missing a compliance for, let's say, here's an interesting one. If there is a potential for a violation of Health Insurance Portability and Accountability Act, what we know as HIPAA. There's a minimum violation of $100 per violation, up to $1,500,000 per year. Another interesting department, the FMLA, which is the Family Medical Leave Act, is the minimum fine for issues with that is $100 per person, up to $75,000 plus. So you see, if we don't have that person to do the compliance, right, and we could be at risk for incurring these fines.
So the compliance is being met,
But
they're short-staffed.
but they're short-staffed, and the person and I'm saying that the health insurance fund paid for that. Okay,
So when that first came out, when they were here presenting their budget and stuff, we spoke in the same manner. We said, you should not do this. You should put this in A, it should be there. And I believe Mary, Rainey, and the HR director both agreed, or all three of them agreed that they had discussed this and it was gonna be okay.
Yes, I agree.
I think, and all I'm suggesting is that, all I'm suggesting is that the risk of having that not addressed by a position.
But the HR director said this was okay.
I think that many department heads were speaking from a position of balancing the budget, and they sit down with Rainey and Mary and have the discussions about what can you give up. I am trying to bring to light, and again, I really wanted to make this, kind of my discussion to you, Rainey, that the 36.5, I think, is a doable recovery cost that could hedge against any particular non-compliance fee what we might incur. And again, our HR department represents 65% of the town budget. It's kind of like the finance department, right? You have a risk exposure there that I think for $36,500 should be looked at again by Rainey. And I would respectfully ask you to do that. Thank you.
Okay. So do we want to revote that?
Yep.
Okay.
Move to approve 152 human resources salaries in the amount of $214,719.
Second.
Al?
Aye.
Okay.
Chair?
Aye.
And I,
Ashley, I.
Mark, I.
That's here.
Kathleen, aye.
Information systems.
Yes, I put a hold on the expenses. This is again a situation where we have this. I'm just going to kind of decode some of the notes here. What this $47,000 represent is an ongoing cost that is really all about the security of our data. So this is security and event information and then event management. And it's also management and detect response systems, right? We don't do those, and this is all about protecting our data and against cybersecurity attacks, right? This is critical to our entire organization because our network and our IT is the backbone on what this all rests on, right? It's a utility, right? It's like paying the electric bill, right? This is a part of doing business. Now, Mike Woodford, who's our CTO, was able to fund this for 2026 via a grant, a compact grant that was not available to him in 2027. The cost of $47,000 for this service is a hedge against a $2 to $10 million potential liability of a cyber attack on our systems. and this is a real deal, right? I just read in the paper that the reverse 911 system in Plymouth was hacked, right? Which is, they have to shut down their code red system and go to a brand new system on the fly. And that doesn't financially hit their bottom line, but what it does do, it compromises their citizens that are part of that code red. Code red is the 911 reverse number, okay? So these all of a sudden become very large cascading impacts, negative impacts to our data security, and not only that, our insurance, we have cyber security insurance, but the cyber insurance only covers through Maya $100,000 per incident, per cybersecurity incident. It's not enough money. We could, a cyber security ransom could shut down the entire organization. So I'm recommending, again, respectfully, Rainey, that be brought back into the budget. I think that the cost of that versus the liability, potential liability, makes sense. Okay,
Betsy,
Yes,
I
I'm
had
so
this-
sorry.
but I had this budget, no, you don't have to pause. I had this budget, I met with Mike, and we talked about a lot of these things. First of all, we currently do have cyber protection,
Yes,
it's working. This is just continuing to improve it. It doesn't mean what we have doesn't work and it's not gonna serve us, but at this time, I don't think we need to move it into A. I think it's something that if we can get it, it would be a nice addition, a nice improvement, but we are secure at the moment. I don't think we're under any immediate threat any more than we would be afterwards. And it's moving in the right direction without question, and I support it in the long run. But I just don't think, from what I heard, that it's something that was an absolute need immediately, or else we were in jeopardy. That it was something that we could build on over time and get better and better and more secure as we go on, because
but
we
is
know
our
hackers are
cyber,
getting more sophisticated too, but
yeah,
I
talked
think
about
we're
it today.
adequately protected at the moment, and I don't think it's something we have to move into A at this time, and hopefully if we can get it in B, he can move into that next level at that point.
I talked to Mike Woodford today.
Yep.
Because they left off the page at me, because I wanted to ask him very specifically, are we covered for 2027? And my conversation with him was, no, that we really weren't. We needed this as a continuation of that protection.
Okay.
Now, we can have Mike come back, Brian, and talk to us further about that or give us more information. But that was why I'm requesting that Randy take another look at it. Again, I'm not suggesting if he comes out of B or come whatever, right? I'm suggesting that as we get better revenue numbers, that this rise to a consideration of priority. That we might, is fair enough?
Fair enough.
Okay.
We have 50K in the very last line, the reserve fund.
I'm sorry, Ash, what?
We have 50K in the reserve fund to restore that level. I mean, that covers it.
You're gonna need reserve fund at the end of the year.
Yeah, but we brought it down to 150.
No, we put it back up to 140.
No, it
They
was
brought us down.
150 for FY 26.
Yeah, we got it up to 200.
You moved it up to 200.
We're trying to bring it back up to 200,
Yeah,
but we
right.
leave it alone and spend it on cybersecurity.
Well, I think thank you, actually, that's a great suggestion, but just for the flow of the conversation, I put the holds that I did simply to put in front of Rainey to say, this is Kathleen's concern that could you and would you, and I know that he will.
Okay, so we're not changing numbers.
No, we're not changing numbers. I'm just bringing my concern that could you take another look, Rainey,
Yeah,
and perhaps as new revenue comes in. So let's do this.
And knowing Mike, he's probably looking for another grant.
He's actively looking for other
Very much so.
opportunities.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So move to approve Department 155, Information Systems, line 19 expenses in the amount of $648,343.
Second,
Al? Al,
Aye.
sorry, we didn't hear you the first time, sorry.
Chuck, I,
Yeah,
Brenda,
Ashley, I.
Okay.
That's it, Kathleen, I.
Okay, my hold on line 22 is a very simple one. And it's not gonna affect your bottom line at all, but to me, police and fire detail should be an expense, not a part of town clerk salaries.
But they're paid a salary, so that's where it comes out of. It comes out of the salary.
But she's paying the expense. She's not paying the salary. She's paying the cost of it.
she's paying for details.
She, right, so she's got an
So
expense
it's a bill.
of the detail. Again, it's not gonna affect the bottom line. I just,
So it's me.
yeah, right,
it's just super expensive.
right, yeah, I agree.
That being said, let's move
Okay,
it.
move it on down. Move it. Okay, public safety is next. Move to approve Department 210.
Wait, we didn't vote.
Oh, I'm sorry, 22, I beg your pardon. Let me go back.
We gotta vote.
Thank you.
122.
Move to approve Department 161, Town Clerk, line 22 salaries in the amount of 232,361.
Second,
Okay, all those in favor, Al?
Aye.
Okay,
JR.
Brenda,
Yeah.
Okay.
That's the aye.
Kathleen, I.
Okay, great.
Move,
Planning board,
plan was a whole
no, I thought we were,
26.
Line 26 was all. Betsy,
yep, we just, all right, we just did town clerk. So I had to put a hold
Oh, I'm
on
sorry.
salaries for planning
Thank you.
board. And I had a question on the 3,600 additional cost to hire the planner. I don't, what is that?
Just that, it was $3,600 more to hire him than budgeted, so.
It's just the.
the guy that we hired last year, the new guy cost,
We hired this year.
yeah, $3,600 more.
That's what it costs to get them.
That was the increase over last year.
No,
Oh.
that was the increase we get.
Okay, so that's just the difference between what the salary was last year and the salary. I just didn't know if it was a stipend or what it was.
No, salary.
Okay, beautiful, thank you.
move to approve Department 175, Planning Board, line 26 salaries in the amount of 161,715.
second,
Al?
Aye.
Okay.
JR.
Brenda,
Ashley, I.
Okay.
That's the aye.
Public safety,
No, or would you want to just,
do we have to vote that general government total number? Then
No.
No, we don't.
all right,
No,
thank
okay.
you. Okay,
Thank
great.
you
So
very much.
we've got,
I've done it a couple of times.
Done.
yeah, well, we change, it gets wild. All right, so general government,
Done.
done.
And I would ask that you hold off on voting salary lines for the police and fire, just because I need to finish some overtime work with Mary on that.
And do you want us to wait for both?
Just put hold on.
Expenses you can do.
Okay. Public safety, Department 210 Police. Line 31, move to approve line 31 expenses in the amount of 455,770.
Second,
Wait,
okay,
didn't you ask us not to vote that?
Not salaries, just salaries.
Just expenses,
Just expense.
Oh,
expenses.
so I didn't hear that.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I didn't say loud enough, Brent.
This includes the body cam and the tasers,
Yes.
right, the lease, correct?
Expenses.
Okay, great. We have a first and a second.
Yep.
Al?
Aye.
No, okay. And Chuck?
Aye.
JR.
Brenda,
Ashley, I.
Okay.
Betsy,
Kathleen, I
okay.
move to approve 220 fire line 33 expenses in the amount of 473,425.
Second.
Yeah.
Second, thanks.
no sentence to hold?
This is to approve.
Up to approve.
This is a new one.
He said salaries, don't.
No, this is.
He doesn't want to do salaries, we're not doing
No.
salaries, this is
Just doing
expensive.
expenses.
Line 33, fire expenses is what you're voting.
Didn't we just do salaries?
For
No.
police.
No.
We just,
that was
no, we
expenses.
didn't do salaries for
The
police,
expenses, right.
because Rainey asked us to wait because he's working some overtime numbers and the same as goes for fire. Sorry,
So we
Okay,
just voted
jump around.
expenses.
That's
This
right.
is
Did Al vote
fire
no on the
expenses.
expenses? Or yes?
You voted no.
I thought Al voted no on police expenses.
He
he
did.
did.
You did.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
I don't know if you did it on fire as well.
No,
We didn't vote.
He hasn't yet.
Okay. It's exciting.
Do you want me to do it again, just to get everybody, make every,
Yeah, let's start.
okay.
All right, so we're doing it line 33 expenses
So
for the
move to,
fire.
move to approve Department 220 Fire, line 33 expenses in the amount of 473,425.
Second,
Al,
Aye. Aye.
Chuck out.
JRI.
Brenda, I.
Ashley, I.
Mark, I.
Okay, Betsy, I.
Kathleen, I. Move to approve Department 241 Municipal Services, line 34 salaries in the amount of 652,483.
Second,
Okay.
Al,
Aye.
Chuck eye.
JRI.
Brenda,
Ashley, I.
Mark, I.
Betsy, I.
Kathleen, I. Move to approve line 35 expenses in the amount of 33,725.
Second,
Al.
Aye.
Chuck eye.
JRI.
Brenda,
Ashley, I.
Mark, I.
Okay, Betsy, I.
Kathleen, I. Move to approve Department 295 Harbor/Coastal Management, line 36, salaries in the amount of $311,642.
Second,
Okay, and this does not include the hourly increase for a buck an hour,
It
right?
does.
Yes, it does.
It does?
There's one of them,
what's another
and then there's
bucket?
another $1.05.
Okay, great. All right, all those in favor, we got through Betsy, I.
Kathleen, I.
What?
we've already voted it.
Oh, we didn't, okay, Al,
Al goes.
sorry. This is complex. Al, would you like to vote on the salaries for the harbor master?
Yes. Aye.
Thank you.
Chuck eye.
Chuck, would you like
They
to
are.
join in?
Brenda,
Ashley, I.
Mark, I.
Fred?
I said I.
Oh, okay.
Brenda said I.
Betsy said aye, Kathleen said aye at various times.
Yes, we did.
All right, all right.
Move to approve line 37 expenses in the amount of 55,810.
Second,
Al?
Aye.
Chuck eye.
Okay. Chuck?
JR.
Oh,
I said
JRI.
Brenda,
Ashley, I.
Mark, I.
Betsy, aye.
Kathleen, I. Move to approve Department 299 Regional Dispatch, Rock, line 38, assessment, $615,000.
Second,
Al?
Aye.
Chuck eye.
JRI.
Brenda,
Ashley, I.
Mark, I.
Betsy, aye.
Kathleen, I. That concludes the public safety section.
We will revisit the, we get, was this gonna be something next week?
It could be,
Okay,
maybe Thursday.
okay.
Moving on to Public Works, move to approve Department 192 Central Building Services, line 41, salaries in the amount of 57,279.
Second,
Okay. Al?
Yes. Aye.
Chuck eye.
JRI.
Brenda,
Ashley, I.
Mark, I.
Betsy, aye.
Kathleen, I.
Okay.
Move to approve line 42 expenses in the amount of 193,650.
Second,
Okay, Al?
Aye.
Chuck eye.
JRI.
Brenda,
Ashley, I.
Mark, I.
Okay, Betsy, aye.
Kathleen, I. I'm gonna do it to you all night long. We're gonna be bruised. Whacking me. We're gonna be bruised. Whacking. You do the same thing. All right. Move to approve Department 194 Tark Hill Community Center, line 44, expenses in the amount of 6,713.
Second,
Al?
Aye.
Chuck eye.
JRI.
Brenda,
Ashley, I.
Mark, I.
Betsy, aye.
Kathleen, I. Move to approve Department 292 Animal Control, line 45, salaries in the amount of 102,441.
Second,
Al?
Aye.
Chuck eye.
JRI.
Brenda,
Ashley, I.
Mark, I.
Betsy, aye.
Kathleen, I. Move to approve line 46 expenses in the amount of 8,390.
Second.
Al,
Aye.
Chuck, I.
Joe, I.
Brenda,
Ashley, I.
okay,
Mark,
Oh, Mark, I.
Betsy, I.
happens.
Kathleen, I. Move to approve Department 294 Lands and Natural Resources, line 47 salaries in the amount of 528,706.
Second.
Is this the position that was, it was removed when it was just unfilled?
It was, no, it was an error in the FY 26 budget.
Right.
Somehow it got moved out and then they had to move it back in.
Okay. All right, Al,
Aye.
Chuck, I.
Joe, I.
Brenda,
Ashley, I.
Mark, I.
Betsy, I.
Kathleen, I.
Okay,
Move to approve line 48 expenses in the amount of 56,370.
Second.
okay. Al,
Aye.
Chuck, I.
Joe, I.
Brenda,
Ashley, I.
Mark, I.
Betsy, I.
Kathleen, I. Move to approve Department 418 Central Fuel Depot expenses in the amount of $280,000.
Second.
Okay, Al,
Aye.
Chuck, I.
There
Joe, I. Turn the pages.
you are. Ashley, I.
Mark, I.
Betsy, I.
Kathleen, I.
turn the page.
I'm gonna make you,
Yeah.
Kathleen, gonna sit next to you so she can whack you.
I do it gently with the tap. I'll whack at the tap.
Whatever.
All right, move to approve Department 419, Department of Public Works Administration. Line 50 salaries in the amount of 308,503.
Second.
Okay, Al,
Aye.
Chuck, I.
Joe, I.
Brenda,
Ashley, I.
Mark, I.
Betsy, I.
Kathleen, I. Move to approve line 51 expenses in the amount of 336,450.
Second.
Okay,
Thank you.
oh my God, Al,
Aye.
Chuck, I.
Joe, I.
Brenda,
Ashley, I.
Mark, I.
okay, Betsy, I.
Kathleen, I. Move to approve Department 421 Vehicle Maintenance, line 52 salaries in the amount of 136,306.
Just a question. Sorry,
Sure.
here. Are all steps, do steps mean it's a union and all, so is that like, so that's non-negotiable, like we can't touch any
It's
of
in
the
the
steps?
contract.
Yeah,
It's in the contract, yeah.
Okay.
yes.
thank you. Second.
Although there are some in the
I
personnel
did
plan
already.
adjustments
You did?
that are
Okay.
made on the regular, but
I
when we
will.
do
There's one.
steps, they're talking union.
We're talking.
Yeah, steps would go with union.
Union
Okay.
contracts.
Yeah,
Union contracts.
it just, starting here, like, there's a lot of references to steps. So we can't,
We have a lot of unions.
we can't touch any of those, yeah, okay.
Steps and ladders.
That's the frustration part of the.
All right, where are we?
We're on the
That's not all.
salaries, 136,306,
Okay,
vehicle maintenance.
Al,
Aye.
Chuck, I.
Joe, I.
Brenda,
Ashley, I.
Mark, I.
let's see, I.
Kathleen, I. Move to approve line 53 expenses, the amount of 196,500.
Second.
Okay, Al,
Aye.
Chuck,
Chuck, I.
JR,
Joe, I.
Brenda,
Ashley, I.
Mark, I.
okay, Betsy, I.
Kathleen, I. Move to approve, 422, Department 422 Highway Road Maintenance, line 54 salaries in the amount of 575,793.
Can we hold this though?
Sure.
Hold.
What about expenses? Do you want to hold
No,
expenses?
just salaries.
Move to approve line 55 expenses in the amount of 95,150.
Second.
All those in favor? Al,
Aye.
Joe, I. Oh, sorry.
Brenda,
Ashley, I.
Mark, I.
Betsy, I.
Kathleen, I. Move to approve Department 423 Snow and Ice salaries, the amount of 63,750.
Second.
Al,
Aye.
Chuck, I.
Joe, I.
Brenda,
Ashley, I.
Mark, I.
Betsy, I.
Kathleen, I. Move to approve line 57 expenses in the amount of $1,800.
Second.
Al,
Aye.
Yeah, right.
Brenda,
Ashley, I.
Mark, I.
Betsy, I.
Kathleen, I.
Okay,
Move to approve Department 424 street lights expenses in the amount of $21,750.
Second.
Al,
Aye.
Chuck, I.
Yeah, right.
Brenda,
Ashley, I.
Mark, I.
Betsy, I.
Kathleen, I. Move to approve Department 431 transfer station, line 59 salaries in the amount of $266,205.
Second.
Okay, Al,
Aye.
Chuck, I.
Yeah, right.
Brenda,
Ashley, I.
Mark, I.
Yeah, right. Did I already do that?
You did.
Betsy, I.
Kathleen, I. Move to approve-
JR, did you do it a couple times there? You're really, you're supporting the transfer
That-
station.
that
It's good
passed
to know.
11-0-0.
Move to approve line 60 expenses in the amount of $791,548.
Second.
Okay, Al,
Aye.
Chuck, I.
Yeah, right.
Brenda,
Ashley, I.
Mark, I.
Betsy, I.
Kathleen, I.
Hey, Brady, can I ask you, are we renegotiating with CMAS and is that contract up this year?
Yeah, we are.
Okay,
Move to approve Department 440
Well, you had
sewer.
an option to extend it, right?
I'm sorry, what, Mark?
They had an option to extend the CMAS contract, but the CMAS was unresponsive. And not
Yeah.
trying to exercise it.
Yeah, there's a different firm operating. It's not CMAS, it's, used to be ABC, but they burned to the ground and then. Is it
But they kept the current one because it was
Harvey
less money than the
Engineering,
other.
yeah.
But so we
It's
were
hard
trying
to-
to exercise it.
Yeah.
So we're, okay,
We're working through it now.
okay,
You good? Okay, move to approve Department 440 sewer, line 61 salaries in the amount of $0.
you have to vote 0.
We don't vote zeros. Move to approve line 62 expenses in the amount of $388,980.
Second.
okay. Al,
Aye.
Chuck, I.
Yeah, right.
Brenda,
Ashley, I.
Mark, I.
Betsy, I.
Kathleen, I.
I would vote that 0 just in case.
All right. Move to approve Department 440 sewer, line 61. The amount is $0.
Second.
Al,
Aye.
Chuck,
Yeah, right.
Brenda,
Ashley, I.
Mark, I.
Betsy, I.
Kathleen, I.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Move to approve Department 491 cemetery, line 63 salaries, the amount of $496,062.
Second.
Okay, Al,
Aye.
Chuck, I.
Yeah, right.
Brenda,
Ashley, I.
Mark, I.
Betsy, I.
Kathleen, I. That concludes the DPW.
Expenses,
Oh, expenses, thank you, Betsy. Move to approve expenses line 64 in the amount of $330,235.
Second.
Al,
Aye.
Chuck, I.
Yeah, right.
Brenda,
Ashley, I.
Mark, I.
okay, we want to go, Betsy? Aye,
Kathleen, I.
want to go back to the hold?
Yeah, I just wonder how the other step increases are like 2%. How this is 25% in 1 year.
Larger number of people.
But it's a 20%.
Even the other 25% increase in salaries, like even the other large, like police, fire, they don't have. On 4 million, they have 80K. Is it,
Where are you looking?
We are
At
at highway and
54.
road maintenance
I
salaries.
know where the hold is, but
Line 54, then.
It says a step increase on the salary for line 54. Is there a contact? And it's $112,033.
that's 25% in 1 year?
Yeah.
I'd have to check. It's probably because it's retro year also, but I'll have to look.
Okay,
All right,
I
so
thought
let's
you
hold
were-
on that.
We'll hold on that. Can we get the answer?
Good
You're
catch.
just adding somebody back, right? I think there was also a position.
I'm sorry,
Yeah, but she is calling that one every year.
are we just talking amongst ourselves
they're
here?
thinking that maybe it's a position, it's an actual FTE ad that's not called out.
It might be, in fact, I think that's what it is, because there were two that were built into
A,
a
Fred has the org chart of what's proposed.
Oh, can you pull it up? And what do you see?
You probably.
I was gonna give you a call of ours to ask some questions about the greens and the yellows. But I don't see here anything that would explain that. Unless you're looking here. They say they're light green, dark.
There should be a key on there. There should be a key on there at the bottom, Fred.
Randy, this was my question earlier.
On the
All
bottom.
the greens and then the oranges and you add them together, it's a lot.
But they're not all being replaced. They're not all,
This.
There's a lot of colors on that.
there's a lot of colors on it.
She did yes, she did hit that color code.
Yeah, and then it's almost unreadable, it's so tiny.
Well, it was just confusing because it says there's 5 vacant positions that are in the budget, which Randy corrected me earlier saying those actually weren't funded. in the
Right.
budget.
I believe it is the equipment operator position is currently vacant.
I think you're right.
That's what it is,
It's the equipment operator.
along with the steps.
So it wasn't,
Is a position and steps.
so it wasn't carried in the previous year.
Say it again.
It wasn't cut. It was not a RIF. Or was it a RIF?
We had a vacancy and we didn't fund it this year. It was funded last year, but nobody applied, so we just cut the funding for it this year, the current year. Now we're adding the funding back in, totally.
So it's a RIF. Or wasn't it a RIF?
It
Or-
was a vacated.
Was a vacated. It was a
Vacated
vacated
position.
position, quit for more money.
Nobody
No,
left.
no, no, I understand
Took
that,
The job right here, so they.
but we didn't budget for it. Usually when we have a vacancy, we budget.
We budgeted in 27.
Yeah, there were 4 positions that we didn't budget for. That's one of them. So that's what this is.
Okay.
Are we good?
Plus step increases.
Yeah, I'm good with that.
Okay, so let's vote on it then. Move to approve Department 422 Highway Road Maintenance. Line 54 salaries in the amount of $575,793.
Second.
All those in favor, Al?
Aye.
Yeah,
Ashley, I.
Betsy, aye.
Kathleen, aye. Okay, on to Human Services. Move to approve Department 541 Council on Aging, line 65 salaries in the amount of $682,094.
second.
Al?
Aye.
Okay.
Yeah, right.
Brenda.
Ashley, I.
Okay.
Betsy, aye.
Kathleen, aye. Move to approve line 66 expenses in the amount of $193,219.
Second.
Okay, Al?
Aye.
Chuck?
Aye.
JR?
JRI.
Brenda.
Ashley, I.
Okay.
Betsy, aye.
Kathleen, aye.
Okay,
Move to approve line 66 expenses in the amount of $193,219.
Second.
Al?
Aye.
Chuck, aye.
We
JRI.
just did that.
Yeah, I thought so.
Yeah.
We'd
I
already
thought we
voted.
just did that.
I'm sorry.
Yep.
I got it already checked off.
Yeah, me too.
Sorry, I didn't check mine off, so.
I'm sorry about that. All right,
Move to approve 543 Veteran Services, line 67 salaries in the amount of $0.
Second.
so is her salary now just
Al?
dropping down into expenses?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, Al?
Aye.
Okay.
JRI.
Brenda.
Ashley, I.
Okay.
Betsy, aye.
Kathleen, aye.
Okay,
Move to approve line 68 expenses in the amount of $168,384.
Second.
Al? Al?
Okay.
JRI.
Brenda.
Ashley, I.
Okay.
Betsy, aye.
Kathleen, aye.
I meant to ask this before and I didn't hold on it. I don't think it'll change my vote, but I just get some clarification. There is an increase of 11.5 in the expenses for the cemetery for maintenance and repairs of the retorts. Usually that's not an option. I mean, we can't. Why is that? Why is that a big
I think that's the furnace.
range?
I thought it was repairing the floor that extra money was for, not retort. you're right, retort is an annual, well, not an annual, but a periodic
Well, it's,
rebuilding of the.
it's ridiculous not
bricks
to
and
do it
the-
because, yeah.
Well, you have to do it.
You have to do it.
I thought that extra money in B was for retiling the floor because of the wear and tear.
Oh, thank you,
And it
Chair.
was something that they wanted to get done, but it didn't need to be done.
That
That's what I
sounds,
remember.
that sounds familiar.
I could be
Rainey,
wrong.
is that ringing any bells with you?
I'd have to check them.
Okay. If, could you check, I mean, we'll leave the vote at stand because that, when you say that, I remember him saying that as well. But I just want to make sure that we are fully
Okay.
taking care of those retorts because they
Here you go.
are contribute to the bottom line rather aggressively.
Is that B though?
I'm sorry, what?
We didn't vote on that.
Yeah, we did.
Back in the DPW.
She just wondered.
Way back.
I'm just wondering why 11.5 is in B, not A,
If that's what it's for,
because we always
yeah.
take care of those retorts. We don't, we
Yeah,
never,
we have
never
to.
cut
The
that.
guts of the system.
Mhm.
All right,
That's- that's it. We're not gonna go there. No.
all right, move to approve Department 840 Plymouth County Co-op Extension. Line 69 expenses, 0.
Second.
Al? I think, you say aye?
Yes, aye.
Yeah,
Actually, I.
Okay.
Let's see, aye.
Kathleen, aye. That, okay, move to approve. We're moving to library recreation, move to approve. Library, line 70, salaries in the amount of $1,100,152.
Can I just ask a question first? Randy, just like for context, obviously, town employees have wages. That the trustees talked about in contract negotiation. So when we look at the 1.1 salaries. I mean, do you come back to, this is just how the process works. Do you come back to us at a certain point in the future and let us know what that number is?
Not necessarily. What happens is if the agreement is approved by the union and the negotiating team, I bring it to the select board for their ratification, then it goes to town meeting under Article 4. That's where the union contract, Article 8, and that's where the union contracts get approved.
So that's where you see the variances. Okay, thank you.
Okay. Move to approve, we did that, move to approve line 71 expenses in the amount of $390.
No, we didn't vote.
Sorry,
All right,
sorry.
do we have a first, JR, did you second salaries for the library?
I don't believe I heard it read.
Oh, there you go,
I'll read it again.
Thank you.
please.
Move to approve Department 610 Library, line 70, salary, the amount of $1,100,152.
Second.
Okay, Al?
Aye.
Okay.
Yeah,
Brenda.
Ashley, I.
Okay.
Betsy, aye.
Kathleen, I. Move to approve line expenses in the amount of $392,153.
second.
Okay, Al?
Aye.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay. Brenda?
Brenda.
Ashley, I.
Okay.
Betsy, aye.
Kathleen, I. Move to approve Zero recreation, line 72, in the salaries in the amount of $269,444.
second.
Okay, Al?
Aye.
Yeah,
Brenda.
Ashley, I.
Okay.
Betsy, aye.
Kathleen, I. Move to approve line expenses in the amount of $6,670.
second.
Al?
Aye.
Okay.
Yeah,
Brenda.
Ashley, I.
Okay.
Betsy, aye.
Kathleen, I. Move to approve Department 61 Percy Walker Pool, line 73, salaries in the amount of $292,146.
hold.
Okay,
Move to approve line 7 expenses in the amount of $189,822.
Second.
Al?
Aye.
Okay.
Yeah,
Brenda.
Ashley, I.
Okay.
Betsy, aye.
Kathleen, I. Move to approve Department to Northfield Golf Course, line 7-6, expenses in the amount of $1,500.
Second.
You know, that's been the same as long as I can remember. I'm surprised it has never changed. But whatever. Okay,
Most of the
Al,
expenses are covered in the
Aye.
contract.
Chuck, I.
JR,
Brenda, aye.
Ashley, I.
Mark, I.
let's see,
Kathleen, I. Move to approve Department 633 beach lifeguard, line 7-7, salaries, the amount of $52,920.
second.
Al,
Aye.
Chuck, I.
JR,
Brenda, aye.
Ashley, I.
Mark, I.
let's see,
Kathleen, I. Move to approve line 7-8 expenses, the amount of $4,650.
second.
okay, Al,
Aye.
Chuck, I.
yeah,
JR,
Brenda, aye.
Ashley, I.
Mark, I.
let's see,
Kathleen, I. Move to approve 6-3 beach operations, line 79, salaries, in the amount of $382,074.
second.
okay, Al,
Aye.
JR,
Brenda, aye.
Ashley, I.
Mark,
Mark, I.
let's see,
Kathleen, I. Move to approve line 8 in the amount of $96,534.
second.
okay, Al,
Aye.
Chuck, I.
JR,
Fred,
Aye.
Ashley, I.
Mark, I.
let's see,
Kathleen, I. Move to approve the celebrations, line 81, expenses in the amount of $0.
what are we doing with that?
Hold.
Leave it at zero,
For now,
because it's gonna be an article
okay, so are we gonna delete that from our,
at some, yes.
okay, great, so now it's just 0, all right,
second.
Al,
Aye.
Chuck, I.
JR,
Brenda, aye.
Ashley, I.
Mark, I.
let's see,
Kathleen, I. Moving to debt service town and.
Do we go back to the whole now or?
Oh, I'm sorry, yes, go back to the whole.
Yeah, and I really don't have a basis other than frankly, the pool bothers me, the expense of the pool bothers me, to see another 35 grand gone, just bothers me.
okay,
Their pitch though was this 35 brings in revenue. Well,
Brings in revenue to offset it, hopefully it brings in enough.
brings in 150,
I lift the whole,
Well, without it, we're gonna lose revenue too.
Right. right. I just,
I get you,
It keeps on giving.
here's an interesting thought, and I don't wanna take a lot of time with it, but of all of the salaries that we've cut and everything else, it would simplify the vote on the override is to take, they're gonna shoot me for saying this. The recreation department, put it on hold, put that on B, take all the money in the recreation department, put it into our operating budget, and then let the town decide whether they want a recreation department or not.
The recreation department includes beach house.
I actually include that in the total amount of money.
you are a madman tonight.
I know, but okay, let's move on.
All
We
right,
gotta vote that, we gotta vote.
I hear where you're coming from, but I think it might be misunderstood as really forcing,
Yeah. I
you know,
agree.
it's a strategy.
it's a strategy. One I don't think I wanna enjoy.
So where do we vote
Al?
on 74?
Mhm.
Let's move.
Revote number.
74 salaries,
No, we just rounded up celebrations.
He just listed the hold on 74.
Oh, thank you, Chuck. I'm like, oh, that was just over. Okay, move to approve. Department 631 Percy Walker Pool, line 74, salaries in the amount of $292,146.
Second,
Al,
Aye.
Chuck, I.
JR.
Brenda, aye.
Ashley, I.
that's the I.
Kathleen, I. We're almost there.
Hey, it's for the team, JR, okay.
If you say no.
No, he didn't say no, he said I. Okay, we
No,
got
I
the
said aye.
celebrations.
Couldn't tell.
Yes.
Said we did celebration 0.
Yeah.
We are now
Moving on to
down to
debt
principal.
service town and school. Department 710 principal, line 82, the amount of $5,676,000.
Second.
Okay, Al?
Chuck, I.
JR.
Brenda,
Ashley, I.
Mark, I.
Let's see, aye.
Kathleen, I. Al, say yes?
Al, you said yes, yeah?
Yes,
Move to approve line 83, move to approve department 751 interest, line 83, and the amount of $2,714,969.
Second.
Al?
aye.
Chuck, I.
JR?
Aye. Sorry.
Fred?
aye.
Ashley, I.
Mark, I.
Let's see, aye.
Kathleen, I. Move to approve department 752 short-term debt, line 84, in the
0.
amount of 0.
Second.
You vote for that.
Yeah.
Right. Well,
Al?
it's because it all went to permanent finance.
Bro?
Al?
Aye.
Chuck, aye.
JR.
Okay,
Brenda,
Ashley, I.
Mark, I.
that's the aye.
Kathleen, I. Move to approve department 753 bond expense, line 85, in the amount of $10,000.
Second.
Al?
Aye.
Chuck, aye.
JR.
Brenda,
Ashley, I.
Mark, I.
That's the aye.
Kathleen, I. Moving on to town and school shared costs. Employee benefits, Department 916 Medicare, line 86, in the amount of $876,586.
Second.
I do want to make the point that funded positions are supposed to pay for all benefits. So is it just carried here and not and tracked elsewhere?
Not sure I follow. Excuse me.
It says here that on Medicare, the increase is true up budget include police details, grant funded positions. The grants are supposed to be used for and
That I don't know.
so this isn't a school thing, this maybe that the grant did nice or you know,
I don't think.
okay.
what's it doing?
Still don't know, even if I ask.
Try fourth and fifth on one.
You could just keep
You will
not,
crack me.
keep not knowing, all
I
right.
don't know.
Okay, and I think we should move on with this, but it would be added to the list of stuff that,
You want further clarity?
yes, please.
Mhm.
Al,
Aye.
Chuck, I.
JR.
Brenda,
Ashley, I.
Mark, I.
that's the aye.
Kathleen, I.
Okay,
Move to approve Department 915 life insurance, line 87, the amount of $13,260.
Second.
Al,
Aye.
Chuck, I.
JR.
Brenda,
Ashley, I.
Mark, I.
that's the aye.
Kathleen, I.
What's, I think I just missed healthcare night or benefits night.
Yeah.
600K for health insurance, just vendor increases.
6% increase, 7% increase.
That's correct.
Is that just like the rising kick?
Yeah.
Rise
Oh, yeah.
of market.
Yeah.
probably
Yes, it is.
15.
Yep,
Okay,
Yeah.
all right,
And we're
Yeah.
13 and a half.
okay.
it's, I would say probably the bulk of it, not is drug prices.
Yeah, I
And
don't know that I would call that like vendor. It's not like it's specific to our
yeah,
vendor, right?
it's just
like
what we,
the
so
nature of
the
it.
way we do it is we have a quarterly payment where we true up to make sure that we pay one to Blue Shield to cover our expenses, and then we true up on the quarter to make sure we've covered everything. And the cost of, I think it's basically drugs. Okay, Al?
Thank you.
Did you call it out? The life insurance. Health
Health
insurance.
insurance.
Did you read it yet? No, okay, go for it.
Al,
Move to approve Department 914 health insurance, line 88, in the amount of $9,324,868.
Second.
Al?
Aye.
Chuck, I.
JR.
Brenda,
Ashley, I.
Mark, I.
Betsy, I.
Kathleen, I. Move to approve, Department 911 contributory pensions, line 89 in the amount of 7,097,097,677.
Second.
Okay, Al?
Aye.
Chuck, I.
Yeah, right.
And I.
Ashley, I.
Mark, I.
Betsy, I.
Kathleen, I. Move to approve Department 9 contributory pensions in the amount of 0.
Second.
Are we gonna drop that from the roster
It
soon?
may happen.
Yeah,
And why is that?
that was the people that were from a long time ago.
Oh, right,
Just-
right, right.
May have
The
passed.
widows,
Yeah,
they just all died.
I went to the service, thank you.
Yeah, it was lovely. So there you go.
Did you really? I have to ask, did you really?
Just-
Is here something?
All right.
Did I get a second?
Yes.
It's in the thank you card.
Al?
Chuck, I.
Yeah, right.
Brenda, I.
Mark, I.
That's good. Okay,
Aye, Kathleen, I.
okay,
Department 945 workman's compensation, line 91 in the amount of 251,184.
Second.
okay. All those in favor? Al?
Aye.
Yeah, right.
And I.
Ashley, I.
Mark, I.
Betsy, I.
Kathleen, I. Move to approve Department 945 unemployment, line 92 in the amount of,
Can I put a
Zero.
hold on that?
yep.
Oh.
To ask the question or?
Go ahead and ask.
I can ask my question. It's just, how do we zero that out? I mean, we,
Not letting anybody know.
We set it aside when we did all
so
this.
there's no layoffs that are budgeted in this?
None,
Okay,
no risks,
nope, for the A,
correct.
okay, all right, thank you. It just seemed like such a jump,
I
but,
know, like
okay,
it was last year. It
right,
I believe I seconded that.
was a shocking jump last year.
yeah.
I'm moving on to other shared costs.
You need-
Wait, we gotta vote.
Oh,
All
pardon
those
me.
in favor, Al?
Aye.
Yeah, right.
Ashley, I.
Mark, I.
Betsy, I.
Kathleen, I. Moving on to other shared costs. Department 945 fire liability insurance, line 93 in the amount of 905,472.
Second.
Al?
Aye.
Yeah, right.
Brenda,
Ashley, I.
Mark, I.
Betsy, I.
Kathleen, I.
And kudos to Nancy, the lid on that line item, because I think everybody's insurance went sky high this year. She
Mm.
does a great job with that,
Yeah, and that was the DPW hit.
right,
Yeah.
which is reasonable.
Right. Move to approve Department 132 Reserve Fund, line 94 in the amount of 200,000.
Second.
Okay, Al?
Chuck, I.
Yeah, right.
Brenda,
Ashley, I.
Mark, I.
Betsy, I.
Kathleen, I.
Outstanding.
That's it.
So just so you know, you have 4 holes left to revisit. They are lines 30, police department salaries, 32, fire department salaries, the school department, line 39, the salary line, and line 40, their expense line. So outstanding work. A good night, yeah.
And I didn't even have to take a little sip of nothing.
Well,
Absolutely. Did it.
honestly, in and out, we did it in 5 months and an hour and a half.
So. Can I ask you a question? Regarding,
Go ahead.
regarding the fee hearings.
Yes,
When did they take place?
tomorrow night, fiscal advisory, no, is it tomorrow or tonight? Oh, no, it's tonight.
Tonight.
Fiscal advisory is reviewing the
I
fees.
think that's where Marion.
That is where she is.
Okay.
And then the select board will look at them on Monday night.
Right. So a couple months ago, I brought something up and it was regarding the people that aren't permanent residents here having a different tax rate. You could have a different tax rate. And we came back that, well, there weren't that many. And then said there was like 300 homes that are second homes for.
Out of 6,500.
Yes, but And she said, those people are supposed to be paying a
Personal property.
personal property tax,
Mhm.
right? Do you know, is that really being done?
I don't know.
I think if they're aware of it, the assessor is aware of it.
Well,
they're
the
aware, they
assessor's
would.
aware that there's 300 homes that.
So then
people live
personal
somewhere else.
It's de minimis, it's not a big amount.
Yeah, well,
And
300.
No, I'm not saying that's.
Yeah, I mean, we're
positive.
looking for $150,000 for
Yeah.
these, for those four first things that we talked about.
Yep.
All right, and I find it hard to believe that
That wouldn't be a place to find it.
that would be a place to find some of this.
How is it though that we're
Everybody-
supposed to
Everybody
determine?
I know that I've talked to that lives in Florida
Yeah,
or somewhere else, they don't know what I'm talking about.
yeah,
I,
but do they rent their house out?
no,
It's just a second home,
it's just.
so they're 6 months, 1 day.
So it's the same thing that, like I said, that I pay in Vermont. I pay I don't pay a personal property tax, but I pay a different tax rate. To have a second home in Vermont, and it's more, I pay higher taxes than the people who live there.
Yes, you do.
Yeah,
It's called Act 60.
yeah, and so my feeling, just, should we not be looking, most of the people that are their second homes are
6 months, 1 day.
6 months, 1 day, and most of them are more affluent than the average.
Are we notified for all the 6 month, 1 day people by the other states?
Question.
She said the majority, yes, they usually do, they're notified.
They get a phone call to verify that or something like that. She gets a phone.
So that
Yeah,
would
but
be
you-
the opportunity, if indeed there is
That's-
the mechanism where the 6 month, 1 days are being verified.
Yeah.
Then they should be then referred to the assessor for second
As-
home
yeah.
consideration.
I'll bet you they get a formal list or they're supposed to supply a formal list.
Yeah,
What, the state, other states?
No, from from Duxbury.
You mean just clarify that,
Yeah.
Yeah.
To list their assets that are in the house that should.
Yeah, well, if they've registered a vote or get a driver's license in another state,
Right.
they will usually contact Massachusetts, tell them.
Do we have a new assessor?
yes.
Yes,
Scott Timmelty.
I don't think he came before. us.
yes, he did.
He
Mhm.
did.
He did come?
Yeah.
Soft spoken, nice guy.
Very soft,
Yes,
He's
all
an
right.
assistant.
Yes,
very soft spoken, but very
I
nice.
do remember, I did meet with him,
Very bright.
but I'm trying to think, this goes back in time. So it's not recent, because I did not discuss this with him when I met him. I remember earlier on that bills were sent out for property tax for non-residents. And they were collecting, it was a whole series of bills, that people were getting bills for. Now, but this has gotta be decades ago.
Yeah, so
So I don't know.
Personal
whether
property,
we
maybe.
stopped doing
know
it
the
or what.
personal property taxes for businesses go up. If I was at the Windsor House, we used to get them, sure we can get them.
Yep.
And, we used to get it and we have to take an inventory and we would send it in and we would pay, a quarter.
X amount of dollars.
X amount of dollars. And, every resident, there's
I
a
hear you.
Florida resident, that's it.
I think it's worth it.
What do you think
Explore
about
with the
that?
assessor
They
to
think
find
that-
I do too.
Yeah, well,
Ask them.
you know.
I'll give
Because if it
them.
doesn't happen this year, it can happen next year. We need the money next year too. So it's.
Yeah, but if there's no strategy in place, that is certainly an opportunity for a strategy to be developed to capture those funds. If there is not one now. So, yeah, you give,
You don't mind, I'll follow up tomorrow. Is that all right, everybody?
Randy, do you care if he calls tomorrow?
No.
Nope, you be you. That'd be great. I think, and we may be surprised to know that there already is a strategy in place, but none that I am aware of.
It apparently had a lot of other people in town.
Well,
And it may be confusing.
They might be getting a letter, but they don't-
right.
Their file.
Well, and I mean, it kind of goes along with the, how many people are registered with the state for Airbnbs?
I don't have it.
65.
There's 65,
It's under 70.
Let's see what happens.
yeah, but are they being counted as, because,
They're not registered as an Airbnb. There's something else. It's called something else. whatever that thing was called before Airbnb was invented.
Yeah, I'm sorry, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Craigslist.
Yeah. Because there's a person on there named Elizabeth Sullivan. but
I know,
not
you,
I
I,
love telling you that.
you came to me and I said, no, it's not me. You should have a cottage, I also say, I know exact, and I know it's Beth, it's Beth Sullivan.
Yes.
And
Well,
a lovely
or
woman.
Elizabeth.
Yes, but she is Elizabeth Sullivan, but yes, it's another one. And I can't even tell you how many there were in my grammar school. So, so Elizabeth Sullivan is what you'd call a unique moniker in Massachusetts. All right, so we're good, and I think that's definitely something, Brenda, that'd be great if we could hear back of when you talk to them, I'd be curious.
Hopefully I'll have the conversation before Thursday.
Okay,
All my friends that have houses down in Florida.
there's-
I didn't bring it up.
yeah, Chuck did it.
Just put it in.
So we are, tomorrow night, the school committee is going to have their hearing. And it would be a meeting where we could actually speak, which is fun.
Do they vote tomorrow night too?
They probably will. But
In
I,
that envelope I gave you, the entire budget in there, and the whole. Yeah.
and, I mean, I would be surprised if it wasn't the superintendent's recommended. They do not have another budget out there, so,
Okay.
Very good.
Should we, what about your email, all your questions? If you want to-
did you have any other questions, Mark, that you wanted to bring up down? The OPEB situation, or you're good, you're happy?
I have no answers.
You have no answers, only questions?
Just
Welcome to the
observation.
finance committee. You are now a full member.
By the way, this is just Google, but the response to your question on, Massachusetts non-resident property tax.
Mhm.
All real estate, as you know, regardless of the owner's residence, is subject to local property tax at the municipal level. However, non-resident specific state income and state tax rules related to mass property, particularly concerning capital gains on sales and inheritance. But when it comes to local property taxes, no residency-based rate difference. There is no separate or higher property tax rate for non-residents. The tax rate is uniform for all owners of similar property within the same municipality.
So it's just the personal property tax is the
So
only
they just get
additional.
charged, but we get charged.
So that's
Yeah.
mass law versus like Vermont law must be different.
It is good. Yes.
So do they, what about the personal tax though?
Didn't look that up.
That's added
I
on
want to
to.
do one thing at a time.
Sorry, sorry. I start to like threaten to take away his phone if he plays with it too much.
I wasn't playing with it. I was looking up it now. What was I doing? I was providing an answer.
That's good. I
But that's
like,
not the definitive answer. You should ask Scott or whoever's gonna.
right, but it's personal property and which is different.
Be inside.
So what's on the agenda for Thursday? Are we gonna go over B on Thursday?
Well, I mean, we can vote the school budget.
Yeah, and we're gonna do B?
Probably.
Yeah, we'll start on B and the school budget. Depending on what the school committee does on Wednesday night. If they don't vote, we won't vote.
And maybe revisit the 4 remaining.
Yeah, we should have answers on the 4, but we're cruising to, when are you presenting to the select board? 10th,
The 15th.
15th. So,
But this is our last meeting, on Tuesday, right? Thursday is our last meeting before Christmas.
Don't think so.
Yeah.
As of right now,
We have
yes.
anything scheduled?
as of right, yeah, as of right now,
We're posting for select board though.
Yeah, right, yeah.
right, next Monday, because it's,
So I can't be here Thursday.
I'll be Zoom Thursday.
okay,
Well, I'll be here. How's that?
Thank
I'll be
And
here.
Monday,
So that's good.
Yeah, well, that's a school.
All right, so, and then how many, are you guys, if you can't go to the schools, then, you
I'll
know,
be in New York.
tune in
I'll
or
be in train
All
on
right, we
28.
posted it though.
What?
I'll be in New York.
that'd be fun.
It's not
Broadcast?
that fun.
No, no, no.
Yeah.
Oh, we're doing an adult weekend, but for the first 3 days, it's spread out.
All right, beautiful. Thank you, everybody. This is, I say, hour and a half plus 5 months.
Okay, motion to approve.
Adjourn.
Adjourn.
Thank you all very much.
Yeah, all right, all
You
those
too,
in
Al.
favor, Al? Okay,
Chuck, I.
Karen.
Brenda,
Ashley, I.
Actually, there's.
That's the eye.
All right.
Definitely not.
Right.
Why don't you become a?
See you Thursday, Al.